also the same guy who called me a thug when you know me already. Called me
I
a
didn't
thug.
call you a thug. When?
You and Rob Parker sat up there and talked about my thuggish actions. What I'm telling,
I did not use the word thug. Don't put words in my mouth, Ryan.
I didn't say anything about the Steelers having anything. If you continue to read my tweets,
okay, it comes across that way because you're saying it's shameful that somebody blew the whistle.
No, they didn't blow the whistle. They didn't stop it when it was happening. That's blowing the whistle. You didn't stop it while it was going on.
Okay, go on the record. Have the Steelers have anything like a bounty system? Anything in Pittsburgh like this?
No, we don't have a bounty system.
Okay, I just want to hear that from you.
Read my tweets.
Ooh is right. Rob and Skip, I want to know from Ryan, what is your issue with these two up here? The floor is yours.
Well, first of all, my issue was for two people who I felt that knew me. Wouldn't say we were friends. Obviously, we've never had dinner, but I've been here a number of times with Rob on the panel, also with Skip. Talked to him after the show, before the shows. When that topic came up about my fine, and what I said to the media was, if I'm going to get fined $40,000 for trying to do the right thing, I either need to put him to sleep or just blow his knee out. Because if I hit him low to try to avoid the fine at that speed, I feel like I'm going to blow someone's knee. And so when it was talked about on this show and debated between these guys, and they didn't use the word thug. You know, we've spoken about that. They didn't use the word thug, but they spoke to my character from what I said. They spoke to my character from the sound bites that they heard. But you know me. You know me, but I guess they felt like they had to look at it objectively. And my problem with them, which I don't have a problem with them now, and we talked about, my problem with them was, if you know me and we talked about things and you understand me, I feel like you should go about doing your job that way. Being objective to the point of understanding, okay, this is Ryan, this is what he said, and not try to make a different story out of my words, which I felt was the same thing Skip was doing when I was on the phone that day. When we were talking about my tweets, trying to lead me in a certain place or to draw things from my words. You know, I am very good at explaining myself. I don't need people, you don't have to guess what I'm thinking. You don't have to guess how I feel about you because I will tell you. So to me, to have these guys sit up here and say, what he said is this, they almost made it seem like, when I said put him to sleep, like I was in the mafia and I was gonna make him take a dirt nap. You know, I wasn't saying that.
Yeah. What is it?
I wasn't saying that.
Yeah.
You come on, man. It's
really.
like, when I say put him to sleep, means when he's out there on the field, if I'm gonna hit him, I'm gonna hit him to the point to where he's not gonna get up. If that was my intention. But my intention was to totally avoid the penalty. My intention was to totally avoid the foul. And even in doing the appeal, there's a picture of me hitting it. My back is turned to him, and the only place our helmets ever hit was his face mask hitting the back of my helmet. So my point was I had done, and I was emotional about it, I felt like I had done everything to not hurt my team, but yet I still got a penalty and got fined $40,000. And my thing was, if it's going to go there, I might as well get it. I might as well earn it. But for two guys who I felt like that knew me to talk about what I said and take it out of context in that way. Oh, he's talking about killing people, all that. If you know me, you know that's not what I'm talking about. And they do. Yeah. And even if you don't know me, when you draw the context of the conversation, it wasn't even about anything in the streets. It wasn't about, oh, I'm going to catch him outside the field and do. It was about football. And you know, when you use the term put him to sleep in football, that's what it's about. And so that was my problem with it. But now we have no problem. I text Skip during the thing. He said, well, I feel like I need to be objective. I feel like I need to do my job in this way. I said, do you believe, my text said, do you believe what you say about me? And when he said yes, I said, we'd never have a problem again. I put him in the same box that I put the rest of the media.
We have a deeper issue that we're going to get to in just a moment. But for the record, I never used the word thug. It's a disgraceful word to use on the air. I will not use it, and I'm pretty sure Rob Parker won't use it.
No, and that's what bothered me when I heard you on the phone. Right. We both looked at each other as like, thug, like there's no way we know you. We don't even use that term.
Right, and that's why. And the thing is, and you both guys are great debaters. You're great at what y'all do, and y'all keep saying, you know, we never use the word thug. I don't care what the word was or what was used to define me. It all meant the same thing. You guys are stuck on the fact that, oh, we would never say thug. I don't care what the word is.
Okay.
You still,
let's go back.
you still You still
felt that we represented
spoke on my character
as a thug.
Yeah. You still spoke on my character in a way that's misleading to the public.
Because of the flashpoint phrase that you used. Was it in the tweet that you used, put him to sleep?
No, I said it.
You said it, okay.
Yeah.
And Rob and I discussed / debated that phrase on the air because we're a little older school than you are, and to us, put him to sleep means to kill him.
To kill him.
Right?
I don't know that it's to be to knock someone out of a game.
To kill him. That's like you said, you were so upset with the fine. You're saying, okay, do you want me to wreck his knee and end his career, or do you want me to kill the man? Because that, and again, I'm okay with you saying that, but we were debating, Ryan, is that a little too far for the commissioner's taste? You know, is the commissioner going to fine you again for using?
But the thing is, though,
put him to sleep?
This is my point. This is my point, and it lends to knowing me, like I felt like you guys did. And if you guys, I think it's negligent on your part if you don't understand fully what I'm saying to represent me in that way. Because now to the public who listens to you guys, you have represented me in a way where I would literally say that I want to kill a person. Yes, you have.
But if you watch that whole clip,
character.
I remember at the end with Jay, we all said, of course he didn't. You know, we can't imagine.
We concluded that
you didn't say that, right? That you couldn't have meant that. And I remember that very clearly at the end of the segment, that we didn't believe deep down that you were saying that you wanted to kill the guy, but that's what you throw out there when you use that term. That was the debate.
I think, you know, the fact that you say, okay, you talk about it for 3 minutes and say, oh, he's talking about killing the guy and putting him to sleep, rest in peace, and then at the end you say, but we don't think that's what Ryan meant. You know, nobody's still there at that point. They've heard what you said for the first 3 minutes about me.
I bet you this. If you were to go Google that phrase, put somebody to sleep, I bet you what would come up would be mafia term for killing someone. I guarantee you
it would be.
Not knocking somebody out. I guarantee you if you would Google that, that's what would come up.
Well, okay.
And somebody
exactly. So what we need to start doing is taking everything that everyone says literally then, or by letter of Webster, by letter of definition, because that's what you're saying.
No, all I'm saying is...
What you're saying is because the definition in the dictionary would say a mafia term, we're not talking mafia. So what you're telling me is...
But we said that we didn't believe that's what you meant, but you might have said that meaning to say something else. We concluded that we didn't believe that you were saying you wanted to kill someone. That's the point I'm trying to make. But that term by itself, and maybe, I don't know, in your circles or people, you didn't mean it in that light, but when you put that out in the public or say that, most people will look at that and go, put him to sleep? Is he talking about, that's...
Right, I mean, but if we're going to talk about different ways to use put him to sleep, if we're going to talk about, oh, you can use put him to sleep in the mafia term, I can use put him to sleep as in putting Jordan to bed, who's my son. I mean, there's so many ways we can discuss how this term is used.
How did you mean it?
I just told you how I meant it, that if I am going to get fined $40,000, I should try to hit him in a way that would be worth $40,000, that would be illegal. The letter of the rule is to stop people from getting concussions.
Okay. So put him to sleep to you meant knock him cold?
Knock him cold?
Yeah, it meant knock him out.
Okay.
Yeah. But I said that then, though.
You just felt like you were misrepresented.
I do. The problem was, and I've said this before, the problem is not that I'm misrepresented in the sense of media misrepresents you all the time. And there's a lot of that I don't pay attention to. But to be misrepresented character-wise by people who know me was my problem.
See, I don't think you watched the whole clip. Did you watch it, or did somebody tell you?
I watched bits and pieces. I haven't seen the whole clip.
I know you haven't seen the whole clip. Because that's I think part of the issue, and this is what happens all the time with athletes. They don't watch it or they don't see it, and it's their family and friends, and they pick out something that they've seen. Rob and Skip just called you a thug. Rob and Skip just said, and you take it in, and you take it as gospel or verbatim. And then if you would have watched that, I guarantee you, we would have teed that whole thing up and you watched it, you would think differently and would say, Skip and Rob had my back once they discussed this and both said, there's no way Ryan meant killing somebody when he said that. And that's what I'm saying.